Hey guys, today we are going to take a look at the swing of Justin Rose and see what he has been doing to make improvements in his game. So we can see with Justin here, his original swing here on left hand side, so obviously he was winning back here. This is in and around the time he won the US Open, but we noticed that in that period of time we've seen a huge increase in the distance he is hitting the ball, and his metrics in terms of club head speed have definitely gone up relative to a lot of other tour players. So what we're doing here is we've got a couple of lines either side of the pelvis there. So what we're going to do is have a look at this from the original one on the left hand side, and we can see that as he starts back, we can see that there is a significant movement of the pelvis towards the target. Okay, so we can see he very much was rotating and then shifting a lot more. So at the top there, we can see that there is a significant sit in this direction with the pelvis. The pelvis sits, meaning the knee has stayed inwards and the weight will be over the outside of that left ankle. But from where it started the hip to where it is at the top, we know it's moved in this direction. So everything is getting very left at the top. Now, with the advent of using a force plate with his coach, Sean Foley, they've found that by getting more pressure right, that's what's increased that club head speed and distance. So Sean was very much an advocate of set left, go left, or stay left, go left. Now we have a look here, we can see shift across a little. Now here's the rotation. We can still see still on that angle on the right, but at the top, way less left. Okay, so there is the top of the backswing right here. So you see so much more in those lines. Okay, so having a quick look at what it was like at the start on the older footage, and we can definitely see that there is a significant move. Okay, we're going to actually just move this line on the right hand side because it's not fully on the side of the pelvis. So we'll just redraw those in real quick here, and we can see that when we go, that's right against the leg, that one's right against it. Okay, and we can definitely see how much the pelvis shifts through that line at the top of the backswing. Okay, whereas at the new one, okay, let's get that one here just a little bit tighter in. So we'll just get that. There it is. So we can see now these are both exactly on the side of the body, and at the top of the backswing, you can see that that body isn't shifting. So there we are, exactly the same position at the top of the backswing, but we can see there's more flex in this right knee, whereas the right leg previously was a lot straighter here. Now what we'd see is, because he's so much more left at the top of the backswing, we'll see that he shifts across and it's the pelvis that goes first and the knee doesn't move. What we'll see now is the knee with the pelvis starts to move across and they both shift in this direction. Okay, so we'll see that the pelvis and the knee both go across, so we can see the knee is a lot more across. Okay, whereas the knee was very late to get across because there was too much weight already through the ankle, and you could see why, if anything, he had a bit of tendency to have a bit of back pain. This would be where it was from. Now, one of the things we see is, as we take this swing on a little further, we'll see the older one that the head was rotating to the right hand side. Now the head is rotating with the shot. So we see now the head drops back, okay, to the right, and these are both fairway woods, and now the head is rotating towards the target. So impact here, we can see is more over the left side and weight is getting off the right foot. So we can see the right leg is kicked inwards. So the shape of the right leg right here, kind of it is in. Whereas before, if we go same lines, it's nowhere near, is it? That angle's nowhere near as strong. Okay, so he's a lot more over the inside of the foot. Previously, we could still see weight's jumped into the left heel. Right foot's very, very planted. And if anything, that right heel then jumps away from the target, meaning it's moving out this way. Okay, as he's moving into that left heel into the follow through. What we'll see now is, going into this follow through, we'll see that this weight moves more across and it doesn't jump out until very, very late. So he's a lot more over that left side at the end of the follow through. So that backswing change is definitely making a difference to that club head speed. So what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to head outside now and take a look at how you can apply the same principles into your game and see if you can get the club head speed gains. So guys, we could see there with Justin that obviously there's come some quite big changes there. So one of the things that you would see is when he was originally moving that pelvis this way in the backswing, obviously the left butt cheek was going towards the target a lot of pressure was going through that left heel at the top. One of the problems is when you get too much this way with the pelvis, you start to put a lot of pressure on this lower back right here, because you're basically talking through it and then shifting. So you could see his pelvis then will stay closed for a long period of time. So it goes this way, then it shifts, so it's very much in here, okay? That would definitely limit club head speed because pressure's got to shift backwards. What that means is that once it's gone this way, the pressure has got to move back in order to be able to then push. So what they found is that using the plates, okay, really trying to get the feeling of loading through the middle of that right leg. So from here, getting it to that top of the backswing is very much aiming for the load going through that right leg here. So there's a lot, what you could look for is, you want to try, if you draw a line on your left hip here, okay, is as you take it to the top of your backswing, is you stay on it, and then only at the end, you get about hand width maximum from where the line would be to where the hip is at the top. That means there's weight still in that right leg. So now I can feel that there's load. So now, if I start down with that lower body, so the knee and the hip have gone forwards, but there's still weight here. Now, everything can push through the shot, giving me much more club head speed. Also, obviously, we're going to have a bit of weight transfer. I'm not talking we're rocking off it, but loading into that leg in this manner will enable you to do that. So it's making sure that you feel that weight and pressure, and you can feel it through that thigh muscle here, and you'll feel how that thigh muscle stays with a lot of pressure through it at this point, and feel it quite tight. Then you can push up and left through the shot, which will really increase that club head speed. Something you could do to get the feel for that would simply just put your arms across your body like this and get the feeling just in front of a mirror. Watch where that hip is moving. You don't want it doing this. You want it to stay stable and then load into the heel. That'll really give you that feeling then, be able to push across in the transition, and should see you increase that club head speed. It's obviously helped Justin a lot. We've seen those numbers go right up, so it's something that I think you could apply to your game. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. If you want to suggest below some people you'd like to see going forwards in terms of swing analysis, we will endeavour to make sure that we get those out to you guys. Thanks for watching, and talk with you again soon.